Rupina, okay. Karen, okay. Nice to meet you. I'm Nina. Okay. Ocean, okay. The XL is here.
I'll probably go for an M for you.
Okay.
UWC is about using education as a force for peace and a sustainable future. It's about forming citizens for tomorrow that are able, that have the tools to address the problems of the planet and to do something about it.
I just have a lot of expectations of how much I'm going to gain from the people who are there, their insights, their experiences, their challenges. Both the participants, the trips that we're doing to the to visit the refugee centre, even from the games and the relaxed time to more of the structured training. I think it's an expectation of learning and growth.
I think the first one is to meet a lot of people and to connect with them, find what we have in common and talk about our different cultures or traditions, and also learn a lot about, how to make that connection well. I don't know, maybe grow a little bit as myself, as a person.
I guess gaining another sense of community, I guess. We've only been together 2 days and I already kind of feel like, we're all part of a kind of community. I guess we're all here with a purpose, so, all those kind of things add up. But yeah, gaining another sense of community and maybe perhaps gaining a sense of purpose because we're all together,
I need the people to respect each other and spread love. And I only wish for the peace.
Well, meeting the people I met today, they're all so nice, and I feel like after reading the schedule, I see these different topics that we have, and they're so interesting, and I can't wait to hear every perspective on these topics, because there's so many different nationalities here and so many different backgrounds, and these different perspectives would be so interesting to hear.
We live in a society where technically we're always together. We're always surrounded by people. So we need to make the decision, do we want to take this as an advantage and learn from people and live with them, or do we want to see other people as our rivals? And so I think when we accept that we're all together and we're going to work together and we're going to try to understand each other and learn from each other, then we're going to be stronger.
We're in kind of times where integration and everyone coming together is really important, and young people experiencing new cultures and people from different nationalities is really important.
I was fortunate to go to one of the UWCs more than 35 years ago, and when you have this kind of experience at the ages of between 16 and 18 of realizing that all these people that become very quickly your best friends and almost your closest family come from such different backgrounds, means you can never look at a German and an Italian, at a Chinese, at a Japanese, whatever, with the eyes of the stereotype, with the eyes of the box, he is a German or he is a Chinese. No, first and foremost, he becomes a person.
The whole concept of the short course, Building and Crossing Bridges, can be compared as some sort of a toolbox. At the beginning of the short course, you have this toolbox that is half empty. You have your own worldview, you have your own perspectives, your own thoughts, your own self. And then during the short course, you get all of these new worldviews, you meet new people, you do all of these workshops, and you get all of these skills, and you fill your toolbox with all of those things. You close it, and then when you leave back to your own community, your own society, you take that toolbox, and I think by taking that toolbox and unlocking it, using the things that were inside of it, you build and you also connect those bridges.
How do you relate to the other? What do you know about the other? And finally, the unknown. What is the unknown? Everything is unknown, basically, about what's going to happen. And so many things are unknown about ourselves. So many and most of the workshops are going to relate to these concepts of relationships. And we'd like to invite you to, during this camp, to explore this idea for yourself. What does it mean for yourself to build and cross bridges?
With judgments and misconceptions, it's much harder to understand the other person. And without understanding ourselves and where we stand, it's also very difficult to cross that bridge of understanding towards the other person.
Crossing bridges, it's all about putting in practice what we have learned, and most importantly, being able at the end to understand empathically the other stories.
before I wasn't really listened to people, and I wasn't trying to know what they were really feeling. And so that's interesting for the social life, my social life, and that's a thing. I also learned to be more self-confident, and that's also very important to achieve what you want to do in your life.
The mission of Talented Youth Network, so TEEN, is to develop youth through self-confidence and citizenship involvement. So globally what we do is we provide training on how young people could evolve, how they can develop competencies, how they can trust better each other, and then to be able to provide society with new projects.
I would like to say you, for everyone, for each person. Thank you so much.
There are other participants who showed me their dance and who told me about their religion, their country, who they live.
When the idea of a short course started maturing, we realized that if we were to do it with a partner organization, we would probably be stronger. And that's where the notion of not only building a bridge, which was the purpose of the short course, came across, but also crossing it. And I think the best way to cross it is to go find a partner on the other side of the bridge and then cross the bridge together.
This is a small-scale project, so we'll start with 2 families, and however, the 2 families will first meet up with refugee, with MENA of course, and see, and they'll have a lunch together and a couple other meetings to see if they really want to continue this project, which will actually impact both lives seriously and positively.
And myself, I'm a refugee. I'm a MENA, so while I entered in Belgium, I faced too many problems because I was not having the language to speak. The culture, everything was different for me. So we think about this project that it will be better for the people, for the better tomorrow, to merge the refugees with the Belgians.
Guys, I'm late. I love y'all.
Don't be so bad. Don't be so bad.
Young people deserve chances, deserve the opportunities regardless of their background, a socio-economic background, with their culture, with their country they come from. And I think we have an opportunity here to do something really, really special.
Come here, my Well, I've been thinking of going outside, but the weather's frightful and the people are awfully wild. I guess I'm a child. I wanted so much to stay at home, 'cause I got no other objectives to keep me from working on all the things that are inspiring. Peace in parts of simple things. I've got a jigsaw puzzle of a dog that sings, and I've been working on meaning of the things that go unsaid. Overthinking all the open doors. I've got a jigsaw puzzle of a man I warn. He's a soldier on mission while I sit and wait for more, as I sit here looking bored.